Today, NVIDIA is one of the most powerful companies in the world. Almost every major artificial intelligence system runs on its GPUs. But here is something surprising. NVIDIA's dominance in AI did not start with better chips. It started with a strange decision the company made almost 20 years ago. Instead of only selling GPUs, NVIDIA built something called CUDA, and that decision quietly locked the entire AI industry into NVIDIA's ecosystem. So, the question is, why did NVIDIA build CUDA instead of just selling GPUs? In the early days, GPUs were designed for only one purpose: graphics. They helped computers render video games and images faster. For companies like NVIDIA, the business was simple: build faster graphics chips, sell them to gamers. But engineers began noticing something interesting. GPUs were extremely good at doing many calculations at the same time. This is called parallel computing. That meant GPUs could be useful for much more than graphics. They could help with scientific research, financial modeling, data analysis, machine learning. But there was one big problem. Developers had no easy way to program GPUs. Using GPUs for computing was complicated and frustrating. Without developers, powerful hardware is useless. Around 2006, NVIDIA made a strategic decision. Instead of only building better chips, it decided to build a software platform. That platform was called CUDA. CUDA allowed developers to write programs that could run directly on NVIDIA's GPUs. For the first time, developers could easily use GPUs for general computing. This changed everything. NVIDIA was no longer just selling hardware, sorry, it was building a developer platform, and platforms are far more powerful than products. When CUDA became available, developers started experimenting. Researchers began using GPUs for scientific computing. Universities started teaching CUDA. AI researchers began building machine learning systems using NVIDIA's GPUs. Over time, thousands of software tools were built around CUDA. Now something powerful happened. Developers became dependent on NVIDIA's platform. Switching to another chip company became difficult, not because other chips were bad, but because the software ecosystem already existed around CUDA. This is how platforms create powerful advantages. Years later, artificial intelligence exploded. Companies started training massive AI models. Training these models require enormous computing power. GPUs turned out to be perfect for this, but NVIDIA had another advantage. Almost every major AI framework already supported CUDA. So when companies started building AI systems, they naturally chose NVIDIA, not just because of the hardware, but because the entire ecosystem was already built around it. This is why today NVIDIA dominates the AI infrastructure market. The real lesson here is not about GPUs, it's about strategy. Many companies focus only on building better products, but the most powerful companies build platforms and ecosystems. By creating CUDA, NVIDIA turned its GPUs into something much bigger. It created a system that developers rely on. And when developers build on your platform, your advantage becomes extremely hard to replace. That single decision helped transform NVIDIA from a graphics chip company into a center player in the AI revolution. Many of the most powerful companies in the world win because of strategic decisions most people never notice. If you enjoy understanding the strategies behind companies like NVIDIA, Stripe, and Salesforce, consider subscribing because every week we break down the strategic moves that shapes entire industries. Thank you.